Up in Consumer Reports at 5:23. How to get out of a timeshare if a company isn't delivering what it promised.
These are students trying to educate their fellow students about what's really going on.
We have more local news ahead at 5:17. How the American Heart Association is encouraging teens to put down their e-cigarettes.
And in the weather, lake effect snow continues. We've got the radar zoomed right into the Syracuse area. There are some heavier bands of snow. Baldwinsville right into downtown Syracuse, also Central Square over toward Bridgeport. We'll show you where the lake effect is headed and talk about the cold for tomorrow. That's all coming up next.
You're watching News Channel 9 at 5 o'clock with Rod Wood, Christy Casciano, and Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jim Teskey with Central New York's most accurate forecast, and Stephen Fonte Sports. News Channel 9, the local station. Now, Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jim Teskey with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
5:13, a live look at our tower cam in downtown Syracuse. You can see the effects of the snow there. It's hard to see what's going on beyond the lens there with the snowflakes there. Now, granted, it took a while to get things going today. I think a little dry air and the temperature staying above freezing into mid-afternoon kept snow totals down, but we're kind of making up for it now. This spray of lake effect off the southeast end of Lake Ontario, where you see the yellows in particular, a little burst of snow just east of downtown Syracuse through Central Square down toward Bridgeport. Shift of view. This all goes down into Madison and parts of Shenango County. Maybe a little bit weaker between Sherburne and Norwich, but nonetheless some activity there and around Cortland as well. Let's zoom in again to the Syracuse area. There you go, Baldwinsville, Liverpool, right downtown. Looks like up toward the university section as well. Kind of clipping Jamesville as well, going through the next little bit. Here's what's going on on temperatures, and this was the key. We talked about this last night, that the morning commute would not be a problem because temperatures were above freezing. But those temperatures stayed above freezing through the lunch hour, and it's really only been the last couple of hours that we've gone below freezing. So now the untreated roads have a chance to slicken up here this evening. I've seen a lot of plows on our Skynet 9 cameras, so they've been out there, so hopefully the roads are in good shape. The winds not gusting right now in Syracuse, but we've been seeing winds gusting to 30 miles per hour at times. So you take that 28, 29 degree temperature, factor in the wind, you got wind chills in the teens, and those wind chills will be dropping as we go through the night. So back to the snow on the timecast. That spray will continue for the next couple of hours off the southeast end of Lake Ontario. Gradually, drier air coming in from Canada will begin to weaken this lake effect, and winds become a little bit more northerly. So once we get past, say, 8 or 9 o'clock, I don't think we'll see as much lake effect on the radar, but it will be pushing west of Syracuse. And then after midnight, things continue to weaken. Maybe still some flakes in the air around Syracuse, a little bit steadier snow back toward Waterloo and Seneca Falls. Elsewhere, it's cloudy and it's chilly. Temperature single digits to near 10. Again, those wind chills below 0 in spots north and east of Syracuse. Clouds a little stubborn in the morning, but then that sun gets out in the afternoon. Temperatures, I think, still will only be in the teens. Now, as far as new snow is concerned, it's lake effect, so it's going to be a little bit localized. We think everyone a candidate for a trace to 2 inches between now and tomorrow morning. And again, most of this will fall the first half of the night. There will be some locally higher totals, especially as you get up in elevation south of Syracuse. So there'll be some spots that pick up 3 or 4 inches of new snow. Now, the specifics of the rest of the forecast: that cold day tomorrow, wind chills at or below 0 tomorrow morning. Saturday, here's our latest thinking. We think it's dry in the morning. Snow develops in the afternoon. Could go to wintry mix by evening. Here in Syracuse, I'm thinking about 1 to 4 inches. For more information on Saturday's forecast, go to localsyr.com. We've got all the details there. Sunday, a windy day with lake effect, in particular north of Syracuse. Temperature on Sunday is 31. Early next week, we're cooling down. 20 for the holiday on Monday, still some snow showers. 15 on Tuesday. And then the weather's fairly quiet, dry, I think, here on Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures at least trying to rebound, becoming more seasonable. We'll be in the low 30s here by Thursday.
Well, thank you, Jim. Well, the American Heart Association has launched a nationwide movement trying to get teenagers to stop vaping and to put down that e-cigarette.
Quit Lying is a campaign you might see on T-shirts. Local school districts teaming up with the American Heart Association to educate students about the dangers of big vaping companies that they don't always come forward about.
A lot of vaping companies are actually owned, at least partially, sometimes majority, by tobacco companies. They've gone from big tobacco to big vape, and they are not being truthful about what's really going on with vaping and what it's doing.
The 3-step approach includes outreach to local schools, researching the vaping epidemic, and funding future education programs.